Now, Laura, of course, listen, I'm not anybody with a brain. I mean, you're not stupid. You're trying to get in with the cool kids, okay? And apparently it's cool to be dramatic and run your mouth every day like Granny's watching does. And that's what you're trying to do. So I could see why you would betray a friendship if you're only into numbers. And you are, Laura, okay? Now, what you did was you inserted yourself into my issue that had nothing to do with you. And then you were like really shitty and like a two-faced friend. But then you turned around and said, I'm upset and I am in active addiction and I have an addicted behavior. And until I get out of that mindset, you're not going to talk to me or whatever, which is, first of all, what I'd like to ask you, what exactly is my addictive mindset right now? Go ahead and put your vape or cigarette, whatever it is, down and answer the question, because I bet I can know what yours is. Okay? I don't have an addiction right now that's like terrible for me. I got over that. And you, Laura, you said with your own mouth, you said, I'm too busy. I have all these Patreons and members and I just got all this stuff going on. And then you're going to continue in the sob story, which is bullshit, of why you're too busy to look into my situation. So my question for you, Laura, is if you're too busy, why were you not too busy because you inserted yourself, right? So you had to take time out of your busy schedule to insert yourself into something that you're too busy to know anything about, right? That's exactly what you did. So since you don't have time to look into what my issue is or the full story, maybe you should back the fuck up and mind your own business. And I say that nicely. I'm trying to be calm about it. So back up. Now, and then you turned around and you said, Robbie, you are not a father, so you don't understand. Laura, my problem wasn't about you. See, and then you're going to continue into the sob story, and I'm going to play a clip of something in a minute, but let me get this out first. Laura says, I don't understand what she's going through because she's a mother and she's going through a hard time. But let me remind you, Laura, I didn't insert myself into your problem. So to be completely 150 million% honest, I don't give a fuck about your problem because it has nothing to do with me. See how that works? You inserted yourself in my problem. And then you turned around and tried to pull me in yours and said, Robbie doesn't understand. I don't care to understand because I like to mind my own business. But then you turned around and said, I've been dealing with this behavior from my ex for a long time, and now he's in prison for meth charges and blah, blah, blah. So you're projecting your anger onto me, somebody who got over my meth issues. And you're saying that I'm currently in active addiction. So really what you're doing is just taking your anger from your ex out on me, is what that tells me. Because I don't have an active abuse problem where I'm abusing myself. I mean, could I get in better shape and like eat better and all that? Of course I can. But stop projecting your bullshit into my situation and inserting yourself into my issues that have nothing to do with you, and then turn around and make it a sob story about yourself. I'm not interested in your poor choices in men from the past, but perhaps just like I can learn from my past of drugs and stuff like that. That's how I've learned to better myself and have better self-control. So maybe in the future, you'll learn to pick better guys. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you want me to respond to that, but it's not my business. But since you pulled me into it, I guess that's my response, is choose better in the future. And you often talk about, well, I've been sober for this long and that long. But I'm guessing that this guy from the past is maybe when you did have addiction issues. And that's why, in the future, we kind of reap what we sow when it comes to stuff like that. So just choose better in the future is my response to that.